claiming there's a brand new court date in October after he already said straight arrest warrants were issued back in June. Funny how nobody's been arrested, no docket exists, and Toby has been traveling across the country with zero interruptions. If this October case is real, where's the docket number? Where's the stamped order? Because until someone can pull it up on masscourts.gov, this is just another psyop he's hoping people won't question. So, Donovan is at it again. He's now claiming that Night Tiger and Toby have a brand new court date in October, months after straight arrest warrants were supposedly issued in June. But when you actually look at the evidence, or rather the lack of evidence, this entire October court date story completely falls apart. Let's rewind for a second. Back in June, Bluffy and Donovan were both waving around these so-called court documents claiming that Night Tiger and Toby had straight arrest warrants issued on June 25th. These screenshots showed masscourts.org, a judge's name, and a list of supposed warrants. But, as I've shown repeatedly, these screenshots were never verifiable or the real Massachusetts court website. But, as I've shown repeatedly, these screenshots were never verifiable on the real Massachusetts court website. No docket numbers, no PDF, no actual case file you could pull up. Nothing. Here's the first giant hole. If there were real straight arrest warrants issued back in June, Toby would have been picked up by law enforcement long ago. She even drove across the country in July without a problem. You don't get to travel across state lines with a straight arrest warrant hanging over you. That alone proves these documents weren't real. Then Toby showed this handwritten envelope and called it her cease and desist or restraining order, but real restraining orders are served by a sheriff or a process server, not mailed in a handwritten envelope like a birthday card. No court clerk would ever hand address mail like this. This is propaganda, not proof. Fast forward to now, Donovan, after deleting his channel once people started analyzing these docs, suddenly pops up with a new lie. There's a new court date in October because Bluffy says so. Just wait and see. Think about how nonsensical that is. You don't go from straight arrest warrants in June to a friendly new court date 4 months later with no arrest, no docket, and no official paperwork. That's not how the legal system works. This is the classic counter-intel playbook. Drop scary-looking, unverifiable documents when called out, shift the story to a new court date or event, October court date. Never provide an actual docket number or stamped order you can verify. Rely on memes and insults instead of evidence. So here's my challenge to Donovan. Post the actual docket number for this supposed October court date. Post the stamped order. Show a public case file. Until then, stop spreading psyops about fake warrants and fake court dates to intimidate real people. Mockery is not evidence. Handwritten envelopes are not restraining orders, and October court dates that nobody can verify are not real cases. Donovan can keep playing his games, but the receipts speak for themselves. This isn't exposing TIs. This is harassment theater dressed up as legal paperwork. Facts over memes, receipts over insults, every time.